Are you worried that AI is going to replace you? The honest truth is AI has been the buzzword, right? It's like Facebook or Google or any of those these days. And at a recent conference, we dove deep into AI. And the truth is that even the influencers, even the people that are up there talking, they're not fully sure where this is all going. However, if you are not implementing AI systems in your strategy as a tool to help you save time, you are missing the boat and you will ultimately be replaced, most likely not by the AI itself, but by the agents who are implementing time-saving tactics with the AIs available. Stay tuned, we're going to dive in. What's up, guys? Jeremy Kane, Real Estate Agent Playbook, both on podcast and YouTube. As you know, please like, comment, subscribe on the YouTube channel, and follow the podcast, as well as leave a 5-star review if you found this helpful. We will be bringing in agents that are using AI at a whole other level than even the influencers out there are kind of using. So I'm super excited for the future of this channel and the podcast. So make sure you're subscribing, following, and doing all the things, but let's get into it. You would have to be living under a box, something, in order to not at least have heard that the AI movement was coming. Some people are scared, some people are excited, some people are, indifferent to it. However, AI and all the different options already that are out there, and just, a year or so since ChatGPT has been kind of a thing, are absolutely key to pay attention to. And so first things first, AI-powered ad copy is absolutely amazing. The thing about AI, and it's all the prompts and all this stuff and this lingo that you've heard, you have to train your AI to do things like you. You have to train the bots to be like you. Otherwise, it's literally just a Google search of a bunch of stuff, and it kind of comes out very generic. However, you are able to program the bot, as we will talk about, and actually I'm going to bring my friend Adam Gillespie on, and we're going to do a tutorial on exactly that in the near future. But first, you have to make sure that you're interacting with it. And ChatGPT 4 is absolutely next level. It'll kind of keep the memory of the conversation going so that you can do branding stuff and company logos and all of that stuff. I've done that with a new company I'm starting. And so that's something we can absolutely dive into, but the ad copy is key. And the thing is, you have to ask the bot questions. The bot can ask you questions. You can ask it to ask you questions, but you have to literally get to know each other. The people that are using this at the highest levels, I've heard 3 or 4 people say that their significant other is, joking that they're, girlfriend ChatGPT and stuff. I'm not going to go that far, but it's definitely something that you need to spend some time with and interact with in order to use it at the highest level. And so creating ad copy for different things that you're building, maybe the market's a little bit slower and you're building another stream or another funnel or something, definitely utilize this technology so you don't have to start from scratch. That's the biggest thing that, my takeaway is not starting from scratch, getting those ideas out there, getting them flowing, and then taking what it gives you as a baseline. If you don't like it, just ask it to do it again and it'll do it in a whole different, tone or whatever you ask it to do. But if you use that as a baseline, put your little touches on it, change it out, make it exactly what you want to, you've just saved a ton of time, because, we've all had that writer's block or, whatever you want to call it when you're creating ad copy or, so on. And that's why the, listing descriptions kind of took off, because they're very, similar, and we don't know how to make them sound different and things like that. Absolutely an amazing use of it, but that is just the scratching of the surface. If you're only using it for that purpose, you are behind already. But the good news is, there's time to get caught up. So even if you are running ads, and you can run them through ChatGPT in a text format, and ask it to change it, ask it to, provide a couple options for A/B tests and see what the bot comes back, especially if it's been trained to, know your style, or you've had, an ongoing conversation, so to speak, or thread. Then you can see, how it can implement, how it can just change, because we're so focused on, the here and now. Sometimes we get in this box and our creativity kind of starts to wane when, we've done it a few times, or we're just, this is what's worked, so we're just going to do it. Well, the truth is, what's working now is not what worked in the market 2 or 3 years ago. Just from the, production standpoint, from how our market has changed, this is absolutely something that this tool can help, kind of free up and get those creative juices flowing again. The next thing is, utilization of lead follow-up chatbots within, all the CRMs, all the real estate CRMs are going to it. I know in Chime, I have, some AI built into it. And these chatbots are absolutely next level. Again, need to be somewhat trained in order to, help you out. And it's just a quick kind of hitter to get that information, bring that lead in, get whatever information it needs, and so that it can go find, the resources or that listing or whatever that looks like. And so these chatbots are absolutely something, we've seen it with ManyChat and, within the social media platforms, we've kind of had those kind of built in. But with ManyChat in the beginning, you had to like copy and paste all of your prompts. And if it says this, then this. And I remember those crazy maps. Well, AI is able to, take a ton of knowledge and a ton of, past history and give your client or your lead, whatever that may be, a better experience in order to save you time to not follow up with all these internet leads and do the texting thing and all of that. So that's kind of the next level, and implementing it into CRMs. I know that all the CRMs kind of have it, or they have it coming. I would just spend a little bit of time, because obviously your leads are kind of your bloodline. And so you want to make sure that you're not, doing anything that you wouldn't do, or have the bot do anything that you wouldn't do. But as far as nurturing them, exciting them about seeing other properties that are like the ones that they've liked before, things like that, that's where it can be really powerful as a, another nurturing source of those leads, especially once they're in their CRM. You say, well, Jeremy, I don't even have, my stuff in my CRM. That's of utmost importance. And if you need help, let me know. I can connect you with some people that can absolutely get that set up and get that rolling. In fact, when I onboard agents, that's one of the things that I like to help them with, at least turn their attention to, is getting that CRM up and rolling and getting those systems in place. Because as the market changes, like, we have a little bit more time, right? We're not running, we don't have to see houses 10 hours after they come on to even have enough chance and make a decision right away. So that frees up time. And the separator of the agents that are going to come out of the other side of this little shift on top are the ones that leverage the time, utilize tools, leverage the time to do something different, to build something, to lay the foundation for something. So utilizing AI can absolutely help systematize what you're doing now, so that you do have a little bit of time come, December, January, to really amp up and maybe focus on maybe something new, maybe something that'll give you a little bit of energy flowing into the new year. Because all of your previous business and your previous stuff is in a system that works. And so that's pretty incredible when you really think about the opportunity that we have in this market right now. And finally, I believe that AI is the ultimate research tool. Otter AI I was introduced to, and I've seen it, on Zoom calls and things like that. But the ability to transcribe an in-person meeting, a Zoom call, all the things into a note, so you can, kind of decipher the information, but also to gather information, right? You could let it listen to a couple of YouTube videos of people that you trust, and then be like, okay, give me some content ideas based on this stuff, what these guys are saying. And, you're not going to just repeat what Alex Hormozy or Andy Frisella or any of those are saying. But if you can utilize that to kind of transcribe, create an outline, and then AI can be like, okay, as a real estate agent, these are the things that, I'm looking for, to learn, or as a home buyer and seller, what's in these, pieces of content or these notes that I have that can absolutely, bring that content to my target audience. And so if you're using those options as Otter AI, obviously ChatGPT, as far as content creation, you could go crazy with Big View and, Vid AI and all that stuff that there is out there. But, just start with the basics and start utilizing one at a time and getting used to it, right? My mentor, Mike Sherrard, talks a lot about putting AI exploration in your calendar. Maybe it's, for 15 to 30 minutes, and just get on there, ask it questions, have it ask you questions, build out profiles, build out chats, and build out, threads so that it can help you. And I think that's the biggest thing is, when tech kind of comes to town, people are like, oh, I'm way behind on the tech. I have no idea. The truth is that everyone's kind of just trying to feel it out right now. So you have time to get on the bus. But if you're not on the bus and down the road, you're still trying to figure out ChatGPT and how to help it give you content ideas or help you with research on, a certain situation or whatever. I mean, there's investors that are running their deals through AI in order to do a quick assessment on them. Now, I would hope that they're pulling that off and doing their own manual assessment when it meets a certain criteria. But think about the properties that they analyze every single day, and to be able to run them through and tell them what exactly you're looking for and say, yes, that's a further analyzed property, or nope, that's a dump, get rid of it. That saves time. And so that's the biggest thing with AI is, it's not going to take us over. And I don't think that it's going to be, selling houses someday because I entered some, notes from a convention in it. But I do think that it is a tool to save time, and time is the most valuable commodity that we have. And so if you are interested in learning more, or, and I'm by no means an AI expert, but sitting back and watching this and watching agents who, are embracing it and really diving in. Luckily, they're my friends, so they can take the notes for me. They're kind of my AI scouts, so to speak. But I can connect you with those people and help you, implement it into your business and ask those questions about how can I use this? How can I utilize that? So if you're interested in more, please comment below. Send me a DM over on Instagram, the RE Agent Playbook. Would be happy to connect with you and help you any way you possibly I can, answer any questions and, prompts and things like that. Within our group, we share a ton of this knowledge. And as you saw on last Friday's, kind of sit down with some of the gentlemen I'm talking about that are really kind of next level in this. If you haven't seen that, definitely go back and check that video out. But it's definitely something that we can dive into and we can get better at as a whole, as a real estate community. So hope that helped. Please like, comment, subscribe. I would love to chat with you. Share the podcast with anyone who you think this might help out. And as always, let's go.